Especially if you're working with several workbooks and worksheets, you may need to repeat various tasks. For example, you want to change the formatting of a chart in separate worksheets for each month of the year, or add a graphic like a company logo to a large number of worksheets. In Excel 2010, you can automate time-consuming or repetitive tasks by creating and using macros. Most Office 2010 applications, including Excel, incorporate Visual Basic for Applications, commonly referred to as VBA, which is a Microsoft programming language. A macro consists of a sequence of VBA commands that together automate the steps for performing a task. You can automate many tasks with macros in Excel 2010. Creating and modifying charts and tables. Inserting and formatting text. Inserting functions into worksheets to perform calculations on certain data. Saving workbooks in different formats, and formatting and printing worksheets. Although you can automate almost any task using macros, it's more effective to use templates in some cases, for example, to apply particular layout and formatting options to worksheets. For other tasks like hiding a group of columns or incorporating information from one worksheet into another, macros are ideal. Using a macro saves time because it typically completes a task much faster than you can complete the task yourself. A macro also ensures consistency because it will always perform a task in exactly the same way. A further advantage is that a macro can continue performing a task when you're away from your computer. It doesn't require any user interaction. A macro also ensures that any user can perform the task it automates. For example, someone familiar with Excel can create a macro for performing a complex task in a workbook. Other users who don't know Excel can then simply run the macro to perform the same task. You can create a macro in Excel 2010 in one of two ways. If you're familiar with the VBA language, write the VBA code for the macro yourself, or use a built-in macro recorder to record a sequence of steps you perform, in which case Excel 2010 automatically generates the VBA code for each of the steps and adds it to a macro.